Hi, I'm Dr. Das. I'm one of the cardiology consultants at the Barts Heart Centre, and we have...
Oh, and I'm Emma, and I'm the dietitian working alongside the cardiac rehabilitation team.
And today we're going to be doing a cooking class for how to cook for a healthy heart. Emma, tell us, what are we going to be doing today?
So today we're going to be doing two dishes. We're going to be doing a cottage pie and a spaghetti bolognese, and we're going to be seeing how many portions of vegetables, beans and lentils we can fit into it.
Right, okay, and why is this so important?
Well, as many of you may have heard, having a healthy, balanced diet is important for our cardiac health. So this includes keeping our intake of saturated fat down, replacing it with healthier fats, such as olive oils and plant seed oils, having a regular intake of whole grains, beans and pulses, unsalted nuts and seeds, having some oily fish, and keeping salt and sugar down. Also, we want to be aiming for 5 or more portions of fruit and vegetables a day.
Right, and there's lots of evidence for this, is there?
Yeah, so studies have shown that people who eat plenty of fruit and vegetables have a lower risk of developing many diseases, those including high blood pressure, obesity, stroke, some cancers and heart disease.
Yeah, and this is really important for our heart attack patients. It's great. Look forward to it.
Great.
Right, Emma, we've got some nice ingredients here. Shall we go through it? So tell me, look, what have we got here? What are we going to be cooking?
So we've got some meat-free alternative here, and this is really important because it's naturally low in saturated fat, and it's also a good source of protein. Okay,
we've got quite a lot of vegetables. I can see a rainbow of colours.
Yeah, definitely. So as we were saying earlier, making sure we're getting a rainbow of colours so we get a broad intake of all those lovely nutrients that they have. And I think what we've got here today displays really well that, things can be tinned, they can be frozen. We've got some frozen peas here, or they could be dried. So we've got some dried lentils here as well. So they all do count.
So I can see some themes here as well. You've got your pulses and you've got your beans. Are they particularly helpful for the heart?
Yeah, so pulses and beans are a really good source of soluble fibre, which can help keep the cholesterol down, help keep the heart healthy.
And even baked beans I can see.
Yeah, so we've got some baked beans here that we're going to add into the cottage pie. Baked beans can count towards your 5-a-day intake. Again, use your label reading skills just to make sure that they haven't got reds for salt and sugar. But a lot of the companies have done a lot of work on bringing salt and sugar down in these products.
Excellent. So we've got a bit of chopping to do now.
We're going to do some chopping, yeah.
Right, Emma, with the power of time, looks like we've cut up all our vegetables, and again, really nice spread, rainbow colour of different vegetables.
Yeah.
Roughly, so what are we going to now do with this? Is this going to be one dish?
No, so the plan is today, so we're going to cook once, but we're going to eat twice. So we're going to start off with a basic mixture of some celery, peppers, onions, chilli, garlic, and then we're going to split that into two dishes. So one will be for our spaghetti bolognese and one will be for our cottage pie.
Right, that's great. So it takes some of the thinking out,
Yep.
get your base done with your vegetables, and you can get 2 dishes out of it.
Definitely.
And so how many, of those each dishes that we're going to get, roughly how many portions will each dish produce?
Well, so the way I've been looking at it is this was 1 pepper that we chopped up, and this is actually 160 grams. So remember we said earlier 1 portion is actually 80 grams. So roughly 1 pepper will give you 2 portions there. So roughly each dish will have 5 portions of fruit and veg.
Emma, so quite a lot of vegetables here,
Yeah.
and we're going to get these 2 dishes. How many portions do you think this will produce for each dish?
So what we've done is we've weighed everything out, and this, just as an example, was 1 quite large pepper, and that weighed 160 grams. So remember, 80 grams is 1 portion of your veg. So 1 pepper roughly gives you 2 portions. So from all the portions we've got here, what we've chopped up, roughly each dish will have 5 portions in it each.
Right, and it's really important, the portion control
Yep.
is important
Yep.
when it comes to this.
So the dish that we're going to cook, the cottage pie, should provide around 6 portions, and the bolognese should provide around 6 portions as well.
Great, perfect. Sounds like we should start cooking.
We will.
Okay, Emma, what's this?
So this is all the tops and ends that we cut off the carrots and the courgette, a little bit of peel from the onion, some slices of garlic,
So all
and
the
the
stuff
middles
that I
out
threw
of the
away?
peppers. All the stuff that you was going to throw away, yeah.
Okay.
So we've just put that into some water, and we just boiled it up, and we'll make that into a stock to use within our cottage pie.
So, right, we're going to have to add some oil. Normally I just put it in
Pour
there,
it in,
and
yeah.
just say, okay, that's a small amount.
Yeah, so that's why it's a really good idea to have measures in your kitchen. So the recommended amount when you're cooking is just to try and have no more than 1 teaspoon per person. But as we're cooking for a lot of people, what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a tablespoon,
Okay.
and we'll see how we go. And just add in some mild olive oil that is
So-
okay for cooking and frying.
Okay, so usually a teaspoon per person.
Yeah, if you're cooking maybe for yourself or 1 or 2 people, a teaspoon per person. But if you're cooking for more, maybe start off with about a tablespoon, see how you go. And I'll show you as we're going through, if the mixture does dry out a bit, you can always add a bit of water or a bit of stock in to bring it back up rather than adding more oil
Right,
in.
and vegetable oil or olive oil, what?
Yep, so you can use vegetable oil, so rapeseed oil, sunflower oil, or you can use olive oil as well. Just make sure when on the olive oil on the packet it says that it is for frying and cooking.
Right, okay, bits in.
Yeah. If the mixture does dry out a bit, you can always add a bit of water or a bit of stock in to bring it back up rather than adding more oil
Right.
in. Okay, so our lovely veggie cottage pie is ready. I'm just going to go and get it out the oven. And there you go. And that worked really well, that mashed potato. We left the skins on for extra fibre. And you can see all our lovely beans and peas in there.
Great, that's quite a decent portion then, isn't it?
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Today was very much not about the recipe, but about the principles about how one cooks for a healthy heart.
I hope you found today's video helpful and have been inspired to tweak your favourite recipes by adding extra veggies, beans and lentils. If you try this recipe and you have some left over, why not pot it up and have it for lunch tomorrow or freeze it for another day? Bulk cooking in this way helps you to have healthy food ready to go. Cooking like this, if you're able, helps you to take control also of what goes into your food in terms of saturated fat, sugar and salt.